So let's then try to invite them. So welcome everybody after a little mess up here. So we restart. And Ömür or Yorgos, would you like to restart?
Yeah, okay, I can start if you wish.
Yeah.
I couldn't be able to connect with you guys since the last 2 meetings, but I have checked all your work from Planet, and I looked at all the other materials you put in, the thoughts, and they're really nice. So I think there are some effective things which we can do there, and I'm excited to be with you guys 10 days later there. Today, I think we're going to finalize which activities we're really going to go with. So is that right, Suzanne?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the handshake that Yorgos already started with, I think this is a really great idea to have an official AOF handshake, because then it can be a ritual for the other games too. And what are we up to with that? You know, I just saw the post on the Facebook, and there were 2 different kinds of handshakes that you have created, but which one are we going to go with? Or are we going to make like a competition for each country to create a handshake and find one? So what's the process going to be with that to start off with?
I think it's easier if we decide on one together, and then, because you said it's 10 days left, so like it will take some time to communicate it to all national committees, and also, yeah, in a way the competition would be fun, but on the other hand, it's a competition and we don't want the countries to compete against each other, but to have something like together.
And so maybe, do you think when we arrive there, I think all of you are coming on the 21st of July, right?
I'm coming on the 22nd.
22nd,
yes,
okay.
Me too.
May 23rd.
Oh, so is there anybody who's going to be there on the 21st?
I will go
Yes, I will be there.
So I can be there 21st.
So 2 or 3 people. So maybe on the 22nd, we can all come together and decide on the handshake then. What do you think, Suzanne?
I think,
yeah, Anne-Marie.
Well, our main idea was, okay, I got some input from, thanks for all the likes, but only little people commented on the video. But I think maybe we're going to do a hybrid between the second and the third one. I already know what it should look like, and I'm going on a training camp with my dodgeball national team this weekend, and I will ask a friend of mine to, I will ask my teammates to help me, and then I will upload a video on Friday with the final handshake, and then I'll wait for your confirmation. And the best thing would be if from Friday night or Saturday on, all of the young ambassadors would just grab a friend and upload a video, or send you, I don't know, Susanna or Ömür, a video doing the handshake. And so we can make it viral, like saying, hi, my name is Anna, I'll be a young ambassador, and this is the official EYOF handshake. And this way they already, and then we can upload it on the AOF Facebook page or on the homepage.
Yeah, that's the other processes. We'll go with that. But which one are we going to decide? And maybe we should want everybody to comment on the last version, right?
Well, yeah. I will make a video of
on Friday,
of the hybrid on Friday, and ask for confirmation of all of you if that's okay or not. So far, some said my favorite one is the first one, but
yeah, mine too.
Timing is difficult.
I think it should be short, sharp, rememberable, you know, and easy for everyone to do. So if it's complicated, it won't be easy to do, but it's only 2-3 steps. It would be much more effective, I guess. That's why I chose the first one. Okay.
So, may I comment?
Yeah.
I think first of all, it's a great idea, and you've done a great job. And I would just pick one, the favorite one we choose here. If we have a kind of idea, then you go with that. We have 10 days to go, and I think it's good that everybody does a video of it beforehand. So we kind of when everybody gets there, that's the official thing to do. And it's not anymore growing because it's such a short time. So then just kind of, as you said, like get it wired. I think there's enough of information now to just pick it up and just do it.
Also, for this third point you made, the group one's third point about the cool poses, we can promote that with the hashtags too. All the young ambassadors can work on that. I don't think we should spend much time thinking about this because it can be spontaneous anywhere. And the grab a piece of paper parts, which people speak in different languages, and introduce myself. Like from Turkey, I come and say, Merhaba, adım Ömür. It's really cool too. I think we can go on with all these group ones activities there. We can organize. It's pretty much easy to do these activities there. But
that's what we thought. We didn't want to have something too complicated and something that in between.
Yeah, I think we can work the activities that you guys have worked on over there too. We can organize them. So according to the group 2 work, test your knowledge, the tablets, I think a language issue can be a problem in this one. So what does group 2 think about this part? Is there anybody from group 2? Greece, France, Isles?
Yes, group 3, I think.
Oh, okay. The test your knowledge Olympic quiz game on tablets.
Correct, yes. This was our idea. I don't think I saw the majority of the questions. I have unlocked until the level 3 or 4, I think. It isn't really difficult to understand the questions. I think. I'm not sure. I asked my brother, who is the best, and he didn't have any issue.
Okay, so did you guys think about is it this last version, like to have a desk and 2 hours a day you'll be there with the tablets? How is it going to be? Can you just talk more about it?
We have. I have a tablet. One other girl from the team will also have a tablet.
And I can maybe
we'll have 2 tablets. We'll need 1 desk only and some power sockets. And we can zone in a really small place. We don't need much.
Okay.
The only thing we ask. Yes, I'm sorry.
No, so language would not be a problem. Is that what everybody else? So let's just brainstorm. What do you guys think?
Actually, I think that we were also talking about, you know, showing the athletes before actually starting. You know, we'll, for example, have the presentation on 19. And I was thinking about letting them know, you know, that these kind of activities were happening. And also Maxime prepared some sheet of paper that we will distribute before going there. And I think they can already, you know, read about this and maybe, you know, get prepared. We will make a trigger. So I think this will be a good starting point.
Yeah. Even promoting the Olympic quiz there. I mean, making people aware of it and, you know, get them enthusiastic about what it is. Yeah, that's even one point. And yes, with the ones who know English good, they can do or French or Russian.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So Vasileios, did you have something? Yeah.
Yes, because you asked who has a tablet. I have a tablet, and also one girl on my team will also have a tablet.
I have one too.
We don't need that. The only thing we need is, as I told you the previous time, maybe a small gift like a pin or something like this to give to the winning team.
I can get some pins, remember?
So Susanna, we have the things, right? The EOC told us they can send us pins.
Yes, yes, we have. I think there's 1,500 pins coming, and then there is 500 caps.
Great.
So whatever you choose to kind of give them out, so you can then, if it's so you can then play around.
Okay.
It's
But
great.
that's amount you're getting.
So we can distribute pins and caps, right? To presents we have.
Yes.
I will have some pens and pins and probably caps and maybe a mascot from the Icelandic Federation.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, so Dominique will also have a tablet with her. So we are great.
Okay.
And well, if I comment on this language thing still, of course, I think in the future we need to get the more language versions into the app. But as we don't have it now, so we try to promote still this. I think it's a really, really good activity because we want to get traffic into that and to kind of get it promoted. So I think, yes, yes, good.
Thanks a lot.
Slovenian language will be available up to next games because it was too short time for such a translation. But it will be for sure also Slovenian language. I checked.
Okay, great. So for the other, well, Suzanne, you passed me the hand, so I'm going on with all the activity groups. I don't know, we can change, but now I'm eager to know about the try other sports activity. Like, did we manage who will bring the clothes for the other sports, or are we going to go with this activity there?
That's Avital, right? Yes.
Says Denmark? No. I don't have.
Avital or Israel, I think.
Okay.
I'm here.
Yeah, sure.
You upside down or sideways?
Sorry, wait. Wait. Yeah, with my cell phone, I have a problem with my computer. So I hope you can hear me well.
There we can.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so hot in Israel, you can't believe it. So what was the question?
So how did you manage to organize the clothes and everything? Or are we going to go with this activity? Do you have any changes in except your final report on the Clannad about the try other sports activity, which you guys are planning to organize?
Is someone from my team is also here, or I'm the only one?
I think you're the only one. Nobody else is speaking up.
Okay. So we spoke about it, and we decided to make the how do you say? Did you saw what we posted? The new idea?
Yes. Oh, it was like a 22-page, Word document with pictures and clothes.
No, but we decided to make like wait. How call it in English? Like not a background. Wait.
Like a picture which they can go and stay in front of it.
Yeah. This one. So this thing we need to make before, because like, or maybe we can make it there. This is the problem.
Well, I mean, I think to organize something, which you can put your head inside of it and be in that costume, you're figuring something like that, right, Avital?
Yeah.
So maybe we can ask that to the organizing committee, but I don't think we have enough time for that. Susanna?
I don't think it's practical to do that sort of thing.
Okay.
Because the idea is to try different sports, not to just take pictures in another costume.
That's correct.
Did you think a way that you could? The previous time we said the possibility. We talked about the possibility of creating different stations with different sports and having people around trying new things, or some type of a background picture or an image, so they can pretend that they are in the specific area practicing the sport. Did you come with any sort of this idea, or you?
I don't know what.
Avital, maybe you could just, try to contact with your group and, have a final decision on what you want to go with. Or if you can't come up with anything else, because we only have 10 days, you guys can help the other groups in the other activities too. But I think you should make a last meeting with your group, if you can, and finalize something which you can do, or else we're going to help out with the other activity. Yep.
I just wonder still, I kind of like the idea of trying the other activities and other sports. Of course, that's a challenge, first of all, to get all the gear. Of course, with the pictures, we could do that. We somehow have these pictures and how do you call the projector to get that on the wall. But I don't know. We would need to ask Victoria, who is here as well. Victoria, are you listening? Hi.
I know one of the idea was.
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Oh. Now I can't hear you, Avital. But let's ask Victoria. Just so Victoria, question: could it be possible? Do you hear us? No, you don't.
Yes, I do hear you. Sorry.
Yeah,
just not very well.
Okay, so could you have the kind of a projector for the what you use for the overhead PowerPoint and so on? Who has the? Hey, can you mute the microphones? Everybody who's not. So you can open it up when you start speaking, because I think there's quite a bit of background noise. Whoever has it open, please mute. So anyways, would it be possible in the tent to have this kind of a projector where you could have these pictures? What the
Sorry, I missed half of the sentence, but I think there is a possibility, except I don't have a projector which I can give you.
Okay.
Sorry, I think I need to go to somewhere else because I very don't.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. So
need to switch location. Sorry.
Yeah. Maybe
I will come back to you.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Susanna, well, I don't know if the others agree, but I think, we're going to be in the spots. So I don't think we should use like imitations, like pictures, or because people can make groups and sometimes and say, okay, we're going to try cycling today, and they can go to the cycling area together with the shuttles and try. Maybe they can make some like group works like that. Whoever they can announce, okay, at 5 o'clock today we're going to try cycling activity, and one can coordinate in the group and they can be in the field active doing it. I mean, I don't think it doesn't sound nice to have a project, and they're not. If it was a smaller group, yeah, it would be educative and nice, but these are young people, so I think it doesn't make sense. What do you think?
Yeah, well, if that's possible, how do you think, Avital? Would that be something to do, that you collect the people, go into the place where they really do the sports and kind of do the activity there?
That could be really cool, like to say exactly how you say, 5 o'clock we're going to see a different kind of sport.
Yeah, even to watch it.
And if we can join them, or yeah, it would be now we need to look for several kind of things. What?
Maybe you can select 2, 3 different kind of sports and take them there, the ones who want to come, and organize something like that.
What? I missed.
If it sounds good, I mean, I think it's easy to organize some free spots in the program where there are no competitions for some branches, and ask those people if they want to try to watch this sport or to do the other one. You can just collect 10, 15 people. I think transportation isn't an issue. I mean, they can take us somewhere. So just like 2 hours in the program, 2 days to try different sports. We can organize that. Yorgos, do you think so?
That's a good idea. However, the thing is that there are sports that we need equipment. For example, cycling. We're just gonna show up in the competition area there, and we're gonna get bikes.
No, we're going to organize it. If we're going to do cycling, we're going to ask the cycling technical delegate, the people in Győr who are organizing the event. Okay, what is your free time? When we can use, or whichever branch we can organize, we can do it there, plan it there, maybe.
Okay. Listen, I find it very, very feasible, especially in activities and sports that do not require an equipment or any gear, judo or I don't know, gymnastics. So we could organize that pretty, I could say easily enough, and then we can have some set times, and then organize the groups to visit the competition area and have somebody who knows the sport, show it, and get the athletes to try it.
Yeah,
that would be good. However, in case that we have sports that they require equipment, this will require some type of discussion and coordination between the technical delegates of the organizing committee and on our side. But other than that, I think it's quite feasible, yeah. And it's a good idea, and it solves really good, in a really good fashion, the problem that we are facing right now. With the best way. I mean, this is a good idea even from the original one. So to actually be able to organize groups, get athletes from different countries, set a meetup point, let's say 4 o'clock at the transport hall, and we get into the bus and we drive to the competition area for a 1 hour. We do practice the sport and we come back, and it's something different.
Okay,
but it needs some type of preparation beforehand. So since we are going on the 21st,
yes,
maybe it's a good time to talk there and get something ready before the rest of the young ambassadors arrive. So we have something organized there.
I will be also on the 21st. I'm coming as well. But who can we get in touch to to know who we need to contact to see that it could happen, like schedule or all these kind of things?
Victoria is our contact person. She can guide us through.
I think we just only have to Spotify, select the branches which we can visit. And with the help of Victoria, if we say, okay, I don't know, gymnastics and water polo, I don't know, then we can go and ask for the organizing committee which hours they don't have competitions, when we can go there, and who can help us. So we will sort that out. Let's just specify which branches will do this sightseeing, not sightseeing, but try a new sport activity. Yeah.
So we have we have 4 days, right? We need to look for 4 sports.
I think it's too much to have 4.
No,
I don't know.
How many days is it?
I think we cannot organize 4 different branches. That's what I think. But maybe
you can just choose a few, you know, because I think I have a list here, and the sports without equipment are, for example, athletics and artistic gymnastics and judo. And
judo
maybe
is the
one
good
of
one
the,
because I think nobody tries judo, you know. I don't know, maybe I think that, but it's
and
easy.
maybe the few that would be easy enough to get the equipment is basketball, handball, and volleyball, and maybe tennis, and that's it. I think. All the others are canoeing, you know, we can't really. Swimming, I don't know, and cycling also maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. I think judo is easy, and everybody can learn 1, 2, you know, something from judo. And athletics, to throw a javelin, to jump, that's another thing they can try. That's what I'm going for.
I'm thinking something right now, which is a hybrid combination of what we discussed here. For sports, trying new sport, how about if one day we get to try basketball, which is pretty much popular and everybody plays basketball, I assume. And how about instead of trying, organizing
a volleyball,
like a game between all-star teams, like it's going to be a mix between different athletes from different countries, and create teams, and we go out to the basketball area and get the competition going there, like a full day or a half day, a different type of activity, which is also bringing other athletes together. What do you think?
I think it's great idea.
Yeah, I like it.
They can sign up. I mean, people, athletes who are interested, they can sign up their names, and we can create maybe, depending on the participants and the interest and the applications, we create maybe 3-4 teams, and we do some like a small type of championship, like 10-minute games, and the winner goes to the next round, something like that. What do you think?
Oh, just a second. Can I ask you something? Maybe logistical question. Because are you sure that all the athletes have the accreditation to go to all the competition parts?
I was just gonna say that. Victoria, do we have any area in the village which we can do sports, like grass area, which we can post and a net? Do we have any facility in the village?
In the village, there are no free spots. Inside. Outside, yes, because like just right next to the village there is a lot of space. It's a green area, there are free friends and so on, but within the village there is no space, unfortunately. And to answer your other question, not all athletes can access all sport venues, because obviously swimming athletes can access swimming venues, athletics athletes can access athletics, but for the other venues they need to get a registration, basically a ticket, a free ticket to enter, because there is not much space in some venues. So we need to make sure that not a lot of people are there at the stands who are not belonging there.
But can we access all the different venues?
I think that you, the ambassadors, should be able to, yes.
They have all access to all venues, but the athletes can go to the spectator area in all venues. You know, they're allowed to go and watch the game.
No, because the theater areas is very small in some venues. So imagine if 100 athletes decide to go to the tennis venue or the artistic gymnastics venue, and there is overall only 200 places to sit, but they are for the visitors. So if all the athletes take all the places, then visitors cannot fit. So every place is every stand is accessible only with a ticket. They have to register for the ticket, and the athlete stands is only for the athletes of the same discipline.
So an athlete cannot go to watch another branch's game?
Only if they get a ticket and enter. But the ticket is for free. So it basically is just a registration, but because of security reasons, there needs to be a ticket which is assigned to a seat.
Okay.
But will the tickets be available? Because I think I read somewhere that everything will be distributed, or it will be sold out.
50% of the tickets have been sold. 30% of the tickets were kept back for the NOCs to register for. So the registration for the NOCs is still ongoing to get tickets for all the venues. And then some percent of the tickets are holding back for on-venue, on-site purchase.
I think that if we ask athletes to take the tickets before going to the activity, it might be a little tricky or maybe off-putting. I don't know. What if we consider if we can do the activities only in fun zone?
But there is no any basketball course in the athletes village? There is no something like they can play like...
No. No.
Okay.
Free,
no. Zone, I guess.
Sorry?
Only the fun zone, which is an empty area, right?
Yeah, but it's very huge
then. It is not empty. It is filled with activities. That's the problem.
Okay.
So next to the fan zone, there is a field which is free. So it's a free space. There is no fence around it. All the people can access it. So this is what I can think of.
Okay, I found a solution. We as young ambassadors can do this together. 10 or 13 of us. So it's a motivation for all of you, I guess. What do you think?
I'm sorry, you said where can we do it? And how?
I think as young ambassadors, you guys as a group can do an activity like this. I mean, you're there for doing activities for the athletes, but you're also a group, you know.
Will we have time for this? Or
I think we can do it once a week. We can organize a game for you guys.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, I agree. That's a nice team building.
A basketball team. I don't ride a bike.
I'm really sorry for whoever has me on the team. I'm really, really short.
It doesn't matter. It's, only being there, being with us, the friendship parts. We don't need excellence there. We can make a group activity. We can select one branch and go all together and do it to ourselves. And
I mean, we can also say battle the young ambassadors, I don't know, promote it. So you think that you can beat the young ambassadors and we can compete against some athletes who are motivated to get tickets and then see if they beat us bad.
Well, I didn't think of it as a big competition, just an activity to have fun and be together and know each other more.
I think one thing what I really liked about this idea is that you try out other sports, some moves or something. It is also a respect in that way that you kind of you are interested on trying, and I think it's really nice. What if it would not be like wearing those gears and being in that place, but just to do those moves that are really typical for that sport. For example, if you have a judo and some of you are judokas, so you can kind of teach something that is typical for that, or gymnastics, or something that is simple to do for everybody, not the saltos and going double, like having the legs everywhere, but something that everybody can do, or something like that. So I think I would kind of enjoy that, but I don't know, how do you, I think that would be maybe easier to arrange.
Yeah, I think we can go with this idea. Every young ambassador, they all have a branch in sports. Some of you don't, some of you, mostly they have. So everybody think of something you can teach your group, and we can have activities on ourselves too, maybe. Or to go to the spots, since you have all access.
I think we can make something like what you suggest now, but there is no any chance that we can plan like 2 or 3 results, like one day to go to the judo, one day to go to the basketball area, one day to go to I don't know, to the water what we have in the swimming pool, to take this, like you said, you should have a ticket. So maybe we can arrange something that we can take like 15 athletes.
Yeah, we can have a quota, 15 athletes.
To go one day there. We can expand what is going, what is the rules. I can sit with my team now in the weekend. We can really read the rules or this kind of stuff, and then extend them where we're there. Maybe not to practice or to actually, maybe we can do something, but.
So I think, Avital, you should prepare a list and do the list of people that would be, in charge of explaining, I think, the sport. And then maybe prepare a list for each day that we could, put in the funds on the first day, so they could, see what dates are available, what sports are available in coming days, and they can, list down their names already. So we will know exactly what to expect, or what when the group will be full, and I don't know. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea, to kind of that you have to register in, and hey, I want to go to a basketball, and then you have 15 people you take there, and then you figure it out how what's the whole thing and the rules and so on, or you go to cycling or whatever. I think it's a kind of a good idea, and you can sign up and you can advertise it there. Everybody can advertise it and say, hey, this might be something for you.
And there should be also the instructions by the side of this list that they need to pick up the ticket before going to the activity. So yeah. Avital, do you have the list of all the young ambassadors and which sports are they and everything? Vasilis is from athletic. Who does the judo?
There is Peter.
Peter, and then you do the cycling. Okay, cycling will be. But then we said it's also gymnastics. I think it's Dominika, right? Is it Dominika that does gymnastics? And then
Farhat is also in gymnastics.
Yeah, and so we have already 3, and then it's basketball. Oh, and Anna does interesting sport. It's not Olympic. Anna does very interesting. Yeah, that one. That one is very nice.
I would bring dodgeballs with me, but it's not Olympic. So if you let me do it, I'll bring some dodgeballs.
it might be Olympic, in the coming years. So.
Yeah,
yes.
I know that the WDA is discussing, but I don't see this realistic in the next 10 years.
It has time.
Okay, so I think that might be something, but to do. But maybe you can then finalize that when you are there. But I think it's good to be prepared. Something a bit more compact than what was maybe before. It was a great idea, but I think it just, there's too many dimensions that can go wrong in a way. There's not the area, there's not tickets, so let's try to do something really nice, and with the smaller groups, and organize it well. Have a list where you can sign in, and then you take that group and have very well planned what you do there and so on, and come back and maybe see one or two kind of events also. That's also can be really nice. Then you can post on the social media with the hashtag of EOF and respect, and I think that's a respect on going to others' events as well and be loud and cheerful there. So I think it's really, really nice.
Yeah, maybe if Avital first prepares something, and then you can put on Facebook, and we can help you with the, finalizing the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Good.
And the wall. What are we up with the peace wall?
That's me. I mean, our group. I will present it. I can share the it's very visual, so I can share my screen with you. I finalized the idea. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was the idea, just to have a screen. Wall with so people can write down something about the Olympic values, quotes, and thoughts. And then this is the Olympic wall. There are 3 values mentioned that were also communicated by EOF Győr, and I simplified the idea. It won't be puzzle. It will be just the simple squares. So on the the poster will have thin lines, which will be cut at the end. It will be altogether around 50 countries participating, and we were thinking that we will give piece of that poster at the end to every delegation. So the last day, 27, 28, I think it will be better, to make sure it will be done, that we cut the pieces the 27th, because we need to distribute everything before the closing ceremony. So the idea is to not to waste or to throw this away, because it's a shame, I think, and we just give this as a memory to all the participants. I mean, to delegations, to the chef of the mission, and the final design of this gift will be that we will roll the square, the cutted square. Then we will put on the ribbon. It will be like a gift somehow. So we will put on the ribbon and the little card with the quote, "Thank you for being part of it." Because if you remember, if you see it here, the background, we have it also on Facebook. They say be part of it, and then for the end I was thinking of saying thank you for being part of it. So it's just the greeting card. And here I have 2 questions for Victoria. If it will be, I mean, how will this be possible with the poster? If you can maybe decide on the paper grammage. It has to be a bit heavy, but still cuttable. We need to cut it at the end. And if we'll have some rain, maybe water proofed. In the case of moisture, if we'll write with markers that it won't get destroyed. And the second question is if you can also print out those little cards, size of 12 times 8 centimeters, something like that. That's a final detail, I think. Just to make it prettier to give out of our hands. And yeah, at the end, I was thinking that because we are only around 20 ambassadors, that each would take care of 2 countries. and we will split, you know, the countries, and you just give this final gift to the chef de mission, and that's it. Thank you.
So I start. It's a very nice idea. I like it. I have a problem with the size of the wall because I got an offer for a 3 meters wide, 2 meters tall wall. And this is the easiest size we can get. If we want something wider, it is gonna be more pieces of the wall, not one big piece. And so I would suggest to stick with the 3 times 2. If that's okay for you, if you can rearrange the pieces in that way.
Yeah, I think it will be okay. We'll distribute a little bit different. Okay, I will think about that. Just, you know, make sure that there will be enough pieces. You know, when the designer will design the thin lines on the poster, that there will be at least, I was counting, I think 60 pieces, something like that. You know, just to make sure that it will be enough, something like that. Is that okay?
Yes, I think so.
60 or more, you know, just to make sure. And what do you think about the cards, or I mean, the final gift?
It's also very nice. I think I can order it. You have to decide how many pieces you need.
I think just, you know, around 60 pieces. I wrote that also, because we will have around 60 pieces of squares, so it's we don't need anything more.
Okay.
For this activity.
Sorry?
You said 60 pieces. How would you decide who to give these pieces?
To only to chef de mission, you know, because otherwise you would have to cut 3,500 pieces, and I think it was too much, and it wouldn't be really done, you know. So we just I just simplified the idea to go to 50 pieces. You know, this is for every country one, and chef de mission will get it.
Perfect. Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so regarding the poster, I got an offer for basically a vinyl sticker, so which you can just stick on the wall, and then you can easily remove after you finished.
Is it sticky afterwards?
And then, yeah, that's the problem, that afterwards you need something to put it on. So maybe just a piece of A4 paper, I think it should be sufficient.
Maybe this will be a bit difficult because it's 3 times 2, and that might be difficult to remove and, you know, to make it pretty at the end. What about if it's some heavy paper and we maybe put some hard tapes, some strong tapes all around?
Yeah, but then if you put it all around, then the sides might not be able, we might not be able to take off easily and nicely, and then
and we will take off. What if the designer makes 4 centimeters of the, you know, the edge that would be just for taping it on? You know, so
I think it makes it very hard to tape it on like that, and not on the surface but on the sides, because it might not be even, and in the middle. Ooh, I'm very low.
Victoria.
And then yes.
Do we have an option? Yes. In my email the other day that I sent to you, I mentioned the option of having the poster held on a stand. Is that something that could be possible, so that it will not be glued on the tent, because it will be difficult to write, and the tent goes in and out. It will not be firm. Is there any possibility that we have?
We are speaking about a wall. 3 times 2. Sorry, I'm listening to myself. I cannot really speak like this. It's horrible. Horrible. Every time I say something, I hear an echo.
Yeah, we hear it too. Yeah, we hear it too.
I don't know why is it. It's horrible. I don't know why is it. It's horrible.
But I like the idea
Someone
of
is listening to me
Georgios.
very, very loudly, I think. Could maybe everyone turn off the speakers and then, or I don't know.
Did you hear the idea of Georgios?
So we are speaking about the wall. We are not speaking about putting it on the tent. So from the very beginning, we said that we are not putting it on the tent. So there is a hard wall on which we are putting the poster. The problem is how to put on the poster without damaging the poster and being able to cut it and give it as a present, right?
Yes, you know.
So this is my problem.
The other idea was that it
so
can be
only,
vertical. Can it be like that? Can we put on maybe, Georgios, did I understand you right? That we put the poster like that, not vertical, but you know, just on some tables maybe? Was that your idea?
No, the idea is that we have the poster in a landscape, and then we have stand, so we can have the poster in 2 legs and ride on it, rather than just put it against a wall or something like that, to be held on a 2-legged stand. Otherwise, we can have
it is a 2-legged stand. Yes, the wall is a 2-legged stand. Yes.
Yes. Okay. And why do you think it will not be possible to do that, Victoria?
So my problem is it needs to be 3 times 2. If we only stick it on the sides, then in the middle it will be not firm. Can you understand me?
Yes.
We can understand you, but would you should come back once more. So go off and come back.
Me?
Yes, maybe once. Maybe you restart. Okay, so anyways, before she comes back, so I think all of those are good ideas. What you could, Katja, do with Victoria to kind of finalize that, and the rest of the group. I saw Filippa Martins was here also a while ago, but I guess she left with pity, because she could have actually introduced herself to everybody. But who else was that? Christina, well, you are there as well. So maybe you could all together figure it out, how to do it. Like the technical, I think we are very close to finalizing that. So maybe that would be an idea. So Victoria, you're back. But I was just saying that maybe you could, with Katja and Christina and Filippa, kind of figure out how to finalize that and get it done, because I think it's just to get it feasible.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Victoria, we can contact you by Facebook, or is that okay with you?
Or email, yes.
Or email, okay.
Email, because I don't really check Facebook that much during the day.
Okay.
Do you have my email address? Yes, you do, right?
I think so.
I write it here.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay.
Victoria's email is in a list of all the ambassadors. Well, when I sent out the link, so it's there, so you can find it.
Thank you.
Okay, and Victoria just posted, so yeah, thank you. Okay, so we covered everything, but still there is the one from Max. Max is not today joining us, but he sent us a really nice one. What do you think about that? Ömür, I put you on stage.
Oh, great. I'm just trying to remember what he put down. It was really cool idea, but I don't remember right now. My head just
he made a list of all the activities, and he also suggested the idea of having a police control, you know, something related to the quiz. So we said actually that Vasily said that he'll try to include his idea to the quiz activity. And we will use his sheet, you know, with all the activities as a trigger. I mean, to distribute to our athletes before going there. And
I found it now.
that's how we can present already and you know, promote all the activities and maybe prepare what to expect.
I think it's great. I mean, we can use it as the base of every activity and promote it, as you said. It's great. I just checked it out.
He made a great job, really. Very good.
I think somebody has to work on that to do the last, you know, the version of it, maybe.
Yeah, because today we said we'll have few more. I mean, that one of Vital we need to add.
And especially the social media part that everybody should promote, you know, the values by taking pictures and the social hashtags we're going to use. It should be on that list too.
But maybe it's best if he does it. I mean, I don't know, we had 7 ideas in our group, for example, in one. And for us, it would be fine if we make them all, or just 2 of them, 3 of them, I don't know. But I think that some are really easy and you can do them anytime. So he should add them as well. But I think it would be the easiest. He has the document. If he could just, if we could ask him.
So can you guys on Facebook connect with Max and tell him that this part should be changed, and can you help us on this part should be revised like this, and this should be added? Can everybody who is you know, related with the things he put on that, can you contact with him during this time so we can finalize that too on Facebook?
My activity is covered, I think, so maybe Anna and Avital. And I can also tell him for the social media. I think this is very important, that we didn't include yet. So yeah, this one is, I can tell him for this one. If you agree.
What I need to do?
If everybody would just, I mean, it's one page. If everybody could look through the activities that we uploaded and say, hey, let's also do this and that, because the first one is the handshake. But if we say like number 3 and number 4 that Ömer, you were talking about earlier, if you want to add them, I don't know, just go through it and then feedback us, okay, let's also do number 3 and 4 and maybe 6, or I don't know. Because they don't need much. We just need pen and paper at the maximum, so.
Yeah, can you do, would that be possible that you do it in Clannad? So you can go look that material the group 1 produced and go into the comment, like stop that thing or write there or highlight it and say like, I like this one, I like that one, and so on. And so maybe that would kind of give some kind of a indication of what do you like to do. And then Anna and the group, Tatiana, Gael, you could all gather together and decide then what do you want to do kind of as a group. So put forward. But I think these, by the way, all the activities, what we've been planning here should be done all together. So it's not even if we've been kind of doing it here as a group work, so we put you in a groups, but I think there you all are gonna work together to promote everything of these. So help each other to make them happen and so on, and decide what is fun, what works. Don't get stuck on something that doesn't work. Create something new, because it's anyways we are kind of now just imagining it, and then it's different when we go there. Oh, you go there and then find like how the things are, how is it working, so what you can get. So just that you're prepared.
Just one question. Who do we get pens and papers from? Where do we go during the AOF? For example, for the Introduce Yourself in Other Languages activity, if we decide on doing that. Where do we go, and where do we keep pen and paper and all that stuff? I know there will be a corner for the young ambassadors, but yeah, will all those things be provided for us there, or where to go?
And now we are going to have an office. Even if it's not an office, it will be an area where we will meet. And we, Omur and myself, will be to find us. And of course, we're going to have our daily morning check-ins just to get organized, to know what is going to happen during the day, to come back, provide feedback. So we're going to have a station. Where exactly, I do not know. That is why we are coming on the 21st, a day earlier, just to settle down. And as soon as you arrive, we will have some things for you to know how it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, in Erzurum AOF, when I was working there, our place was situated right next to the general, the management offices, the NOC services, and all the other offices. So we were really able to get everything what we wanted from the organizing committee. I think, Victoria, our space now is going to be in the fun zone, but it's close to the center, right? The offices, NOC services and organization offices.
Yes, it's nearby.
Yeah, so I think
fun zone.
they can help us out from there, from the offices, paper, pen, and stuff like that, right?
Also in the fan zone, there will be an information desk and some colleagues with paper and pen, not in unlimited quantity, but I'm sure they can give you.
Yeah, okay.
Then one thing, what worked in Erzurum is that Omur, you created an WhatsApp group, which can be good to kind of gather you all there when you are going around, so that you can be connected.
Oh, yeah.
One question about the Facebook group, we kind of decided that to have one that is now we've been having this for the ambassadors, but did you already manage to create that? Omur, were you doing that?
No, I didn't create it because we were going to decide that now, today. So, and then make first the young ambassadors aware of it and then do it if it's needed. So guys, girls, we're thinking about making or forming our Facebook group into a group which we can add the athletes into it. Like every young ambassador can add their athletes into the group. So when we share the photos and everything, everybody can know each other, and you have your presentations in the group too. So like the French team can know the ambassador from Israel because she would have a presentation in the group. And whenever we want to promote our poses, the Greek poses you said, or the hashtags, we can post it on that group. But it has to be a special group. Only the athletes and young ambassadors should be there because we have security issues that, that was the problem in Erzurum. I don't know if we have the same problem here, because sometimes athletes might not want other people to be in their Facebook, so they can only connect in that group. So we have this idea. What do you guys think of this?
I think it's a very nice idea because actually we don't have nothing, no group now that can connect us with the other countries. So this is good one. So it will be maximum 3. I think this is still bearable. So we will have one of ambassadors. We will have one Slovenia team only, with all the athletes and everything. And we can have one with ambassadors and athletes. This will be nice. This will connect also all the countries, and maybe this will encourage them to engage more, to put the pictures, friendship.
And they can know each other. But the problem here is that we don't have ambassadors from every country. So
maybe we can just print something out and saying, okay, this is the group. And I mean, because I'm not friends with all the Austrian athletes at the moment. I mean, there are more than 50. And so I can't invite them all. So maybe it would be just the easiest way to have a piece of paper, like in every venue, or like at spots that are easy, where you have easy access to, and just saying, hey, did you join our Facebook group yet? It's a great way to share your pictures, stuff like that, so they can decide if they want to join the group.
Yeah, we don't want to force them. Yes, this is a good point you made. But we were thinking that if we're going to make this group, like when you're in the airport coming with your delegation and the athletes, we want you firstly to start the process by telling your teams that, hey, come on, let's get in this page. And they were going to be able to know other athletes too before they come to the place. So we can start with the young ambassador and their countries. And then when we go there, we promote to the other athletes this page. So then they would be enthusiastic because they're going to see like 500 people already in the group. But we can promote it like this.
Will it be this group? Because I can forward the link of our group that we are in now to my committee, and I will write them an email telling them, hey, could you forward this to the athletes? We do have a learning platform called Remind, where the chef de mission could upload this link to. Or will it be a different group, or will it be this one, the one EYOF?
It's going to be
the one.
Yeah, we do a new one because of here we kind of have been chatting all kind of, and it's better to start fresh with only that information.
Yes, I agree. And the name should be different, so we won't really mix everything.
Yes.
Is everybody okay with this? Do you think this is a good idea? Thumbs up if yes, to create a Facebook group with athletes. Everybody, yeah? Any other remarks? Okay, so we'll do it.
Yeah, one thing that is good to notice though, that these kids are 14 to 18, and you can't post pictures without the permission. So you kind of have to be kind of sensitive. So they can post their own pictures, and you have to kind of get them to do that. But you can't really do that in open things. But you should maybe talk about that also with your chef de missions and so on. What's the policies and so on?
When we create the group, Susanna, in the information of the group page, we're going to write this page is to promote the Olympic values via photographs, which promotes excellence, friendship. We're going to write our rules there. So when they post something, they're going to know they can only post like activities they're doing with their friends, some good, excellent pictures they took of a finish of a race or stuff like that. When they should only promote the hashtags and the activities. Maybe it can turn into a communication page after all, but we should put our, what do you say? Our rules on the page.
It would be great also for our handshake videos. Like if every young ambassador, and it would be cool if every young ambassador would take a video of themselves doing the handshake once we have the final one, which we have by the latest on Friday. It would be cool if we could upload it in this group so everybody can see it already. Just one thing that I thought of, if you want to make those EYAOF hashtags viral, in this group, it won't work because this way it's only visible for the group. And if you want to make it like a big movement, it should be a Facebook page where you can like it or
And also, you know, in Erzurum, we did this kind of thing, but we added the Turkish social media representative in the Facebook group. So whichever good thing that they posted, he took it and made a news of it and put it in the Erzurum social media in every place. So we should ask Victoria to add the person who can take some things so which they can post out to the national and international media too.
Just a second, but isn't here the problem that they are under 18?
Yeah.
You can't just take the thing and post it wherever?
I don't know. I think once you have posted something on Facebook,
I don't know how is this legal issue, you know? I'm not sure. Can we just check, you know, if we can't really use all the images that they will post because we are still in the name of AOF-JOR. If we can do that, then the point of this group will be only connecting with each other, I think. Otherwise, we can also use this as a platform, you know, to gather all the material and to use it wider for social promotion, social media promotion. Just if there's any legal issue, we should know it before, you know, because the rules here should be clear. I don't want anyone to go after me.
The social media guy only, you know, took some photos, like when we promoted excellence or friendship, he took it and made news about it in the national media. So yeah, we shouldn't get it mixed up with getting viral in social media. It should be a platform of communication of our young ambassadors and athletes, and maybe the activities you're going to promote and everything else. Yeah, so maybe we should separate that. I agree.
Can you just make it clear?
Great idea to get things viral. That's a really cool thing to do. But we have to kind of same time remember that the 14 and 18-year-olds, we can't get into the picture. We can't share their pictures. So you have to be clever in doing that in a way that they are not in the pictures.
Can you just again make this clear? What is the thing that we really shouldn't do? What we really can do.
In Erzurum, the security issue was that people were trying to get into the group, and we didn't know if they were athletes or not. So the process of getting the athletes into the group should only be we need the delegation names. You know, some people who we didn't know who it was were in the group writing stuff to the kids. So this was the issue, the security issue, not about their age or the posts or anything.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
It is an issue. This age is an issue, and it is a legal issue. So is there anybody of you who study law?
Sorry, I have something to add to this.
Yeah.
I'm just reading the back of the accreditation card. In the back of the accreditation card, there is a legal proclaimer about photographs and television things, because obviously we are broadcasting this event and we are taking photos of the athletes. So it says, by using this card, I agree to be filmed, televised, photographed, identified, and otherwise recorded during the European Youth Olympic Festival under the conditions and for the purposes now or hereafter authorized by the EOC in relation to the promotion of the European Youth Olympic Festival. So, according to this, I think this fits, the Young Ambassador program fits into this. In this case, you should be able to take pictures and use them.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the great that we needed. That's then clears the thing. Thank you.
If they decided, so as far as I know, because I already gathered together with the Austrian committee, and we got a media crash course, I'd say, and they said make sure that once you upload anything on Facebook, everybody can use it. So, and I don't know, it was an hour, we talked about giving interviews, but it's also about social media. And they told us that we should only upload things that we are aware of, that somebody else will share them, I don't know. So I think if somebody actually uploads a picture in the Facebook group, they are already aware that somebody else might share it, might use it for something else, but you know, use it as a report. So
you know, to protect yourself, I think you should still, you know, just ask everyone if they are comfortable with putting this on Facebook. Yeah, just, you know, to protect. You're still legally responsible, I think, in any way. So, you know, just to make sure.
Another issue is that you're all going to be like directors of the page. So whenever somebody wants to post something, it's going to come into your hand, and then you're going to accept it to be posted on the page. So this is like a security.
That's good.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It is an option if you there is a checkbox. I mean, if you want to control the posts, it's one option. Otherwise, there is an option that anybody can post. So we have to decide if we want to monitor, because if we want to go and monitor this, it will be a huge hassle, because so many athletes, so many posts, you have to have somebody 24/7 monitoring, controlling, reporting, deleting, posting. So I'm not sure if it's going to work if we are about to monitor every single post before it gets uploaded.
If something is inappropriate, we can still delete it, though.
Yeah.
So I think it's easier if we just don't monitor it, and if we see, okay, that's really inappropriate, then we can still take it off the group.
I would agree with that approach. Yeah.
And yeah, I also agree with that. But we can still check just the people, you know, that are coming into group. The thing that Omar mentioned.
We should be sure that it's the official person who is in the games, and not a fake account or something like that.
Yes.
We can make it a closed group, and somebody of us has to accept that person before. Yeah. So
what if we have it as a closed or a private group, and then invite the athletes, each young ambassador of each delegation invites to this group his teams, the athlete of his or her team. So that way we can monitor, because as young ambassador, you should know all your athletes. So invite them one by one. However, we have a gap to those countries that will not have a young ambassador. Maybe, yeah.
That's the thing we're going to do in the games. That's, you know, Yorgos, we said when we arrive in the game spot, the countries who don't have a young ambassador, we're going to promote it in the fun zone or write something, and then they can come up to a young ambassador and ask them, yes, I send a request, can you, you know, approve me, something like that. What do you think?
That could work.
I think it would be easiest, Ömer, if you have, for example, a link for that group, because everybody of us can then forward this to our national committee, and then they can forward it to the athletes, because I don't have all email addresses and all Facebook names of all 50 athletes, and I don't stalk them now. So, and if we have that group, I can then explain to my committee, okay, that's the idea, that's what we try to achieve with that group, and they will then forward it to our Austrian athletes.
Okay, we'll create the group, send the link to the young ambassadors, and you can send it to your chef de mission or your National Olympic committees. But still...
And for example, I know that the Austrians are really close to the guy from the Swiss Olympic Committee, for example. So I can also ask them to forward it to some of the delegations who don't have a young ambassador, like Germany or Switzerland, or I don't know if there's somebody from Italy here. I think there is. but I never met her. So
no, she actually, I heard today that she was injured and she's not coming to GUR, and she's not being here because she's injured. So that's she was, yeah, from the Italy was one, but it's not.
Okay. I mean, I can ask the guys from Austria to just forward it to other national committees who don't have a young ambassador. I'm sure they will do it.
I think that's a good idea. That and if the chef de missions kind of look the emails, so then you know they give you the list. Then you're sure that these people are really athletes and nobody else. And I think it would be a good idea to let all the ambassadors to be kind of to be able to invite the people. Then it's,
you know what? Just one question: if we can make this group, you know, till maybe the end of this week, or maybe till the beginning of next week, because the 19th we have the presentation of our team, and we have also a special course on, I mean, introduction of social media, and we could already share this link or introduce them, you know, this link there. You know, just it would make things easier, I think.
Yeah, we can create it, you know, it's like half an hour thing. Yeah. I'm only going to create the page and add you all into the group. Or if anybody wants to do it, you can go up with it too.
Yeah, and I will speak with our PR person if this is possible, you know, that she could share also the link, this link to the athletes.
Okay.
I need to discuss, yeah. Okay.
Okay, Amur, if you go ahead and do that, and then send it to everybody. Okay, hey, I think we covered up quite nicely. A lot of stuff. 10 days to go. It's nice thing. So still we haven't heard Gael, Susanne, Tatiana, Christina. Are you still there? Take off your mute and maybe you can comment on something. Tatiana, you go first.
Yeah. Nice to see you again.
Nice seeing you.
Yeah, I saw already all ideas, and to be honest, from our group is the best with handshake, and great job really. And I think it's gonna be very fun. And I think now it's very hard to think about all these details because we don't know how will it be there when we're there with all the participants and so on. So I think we will see the everything when we're there. We will that will it be, or will it? Sorry, my German and my English are mixing all together. So
don't worry.
So all ideas are good, but I wanted to say that when we come there, and we will see how will that function or will be functional and how. Now it's very hard because we are now online and without athletes, other people, maybe they will have also many ideas and so on. And about that Facebook group, I think Bosnian team is not so big, so I will add all them into the group. That not be a problem, but of course the grosser, bigger teams will have problems because they don't know all the athletes and so on. But that with science about Facebook group is good for about for example in restaurant and so on, that it could be visible for everyone. And so that about sharing pictures in Facebook, it will be very interesting because for example, when they met and they took pictures together, they can only say, okay, post in that group, I will take it, and so they will meet and add to Facebook and so on. So
yeah, and in Facebook it's good because you can write your own language and so on, and everybody can understand because you can translate it, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and it's very flexible.
Yeah.
All that one place they can meet, and yeah, Facebook is a good idea.
Mm. Yeah.
Have you decided what handshake to do? What is the handshake?
Pardon, what did you say?
If you decided already, what is the handshake?
Anna will prepare it till the end of the week, I think. I think she'll try. Yeah, and the thing that she will prepare, this is the last thing, I think. And yeah, you can. We will discuss later. I mean, you can confirm it on Facebook, but you know, I think that people already had a chance to comment, to participate, and now Anna, it's up to you. I think you can decide on which handshake, and you just make the final video, and we will make it. You know, no, I think all the versions were very cute, really.
Okay,
very nice
Anna, Gael, and Tatiana. Yeah, you go ahead. Gael, are you there? Yes.
Hi, I'm there.
Yeah, good. Hi.
Hello.
What are your opinions about all the tasks and so on, and your own as well?
Nice to meet you all. I like the idea of the Facebook group. I can make contact with the team leader of Belgium and ask him if he can send the link to all the athletes, and I will be meeting up with them next week. So I'll present it to them. And then for the handshake, it might be good that we can make videos and post them on the Facebook page as well. Because I think that it will be fun for all the athletes. There will be some kind of hype, and then they will want to make videos. And actually, just lately, I was thinking about a new idea because I got all the Belgium gear with the T-shirts. And I have plenty of Belgium T-shirts, and I always regretted that I never changed them with other athletes of other countries. And once at the games they had a stand where you could switch your T-shirts. So maybe that might be a good idea as well to change them in between of different countries, and shouldn't be that much of work, I guess. It's just a stand where you can bring in your T-shirts, and maybe you need a coupon or something that you can switch one, but I don't think it needs that much of preparation.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of the end of the games. It could be a nice thing to do. I know, being into Olympics, so I have all kind of nice gear what you trade after, but you can't do it in the first day, so you have to kind of wait. But that's a good idea, so you can plan on that. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. And I think
should we add this also to the final list, or you know, the sheet that Max prepared, or is it going to, I mean, is this switching T-shirts? Will this be organized by young ambassadors, or is it just, you know, in between we encourage them to do that by themselves? What do you think?
Well, we didn't really discuss it yet because it was just I just was thinking about it because I got all the gear, so we haven't really discussed it yet. So I'm just putting it in the group now. The idea.
That's a nice thing, and maybe what you could do, Anna and Gael, think about it together, how to do it. It could be encouraged, or you could have it in
it would be the easiest. I mean, they will still need it during competition. So on the last 2 days, maybe we can say like there would be like a sharing point. They come to the Young Ambassadors Corner, and that's the place where they can exchange clothes. Maybe that's the easiest. Or I mean, they can do it whenever they like, but maybe could be like a type of bazaar or something, like a flea market where they just gather together and change.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, Gael. That's nice, and I think what you said is good, that getting a hype with this handshake. I think so too. When you start posting all these handshakes, and maybe you could use the hashtag of the friendship, because it's handshake, so it's a friendship handshake, and use that as always when you put it. So it could be nice. And the idea what we had before is what you could put even the countries which are there. So it would be kind of nice to have, if you have, for example, Finland and Belgium. So you put the shortening there, so you know that kind of who are you meeting with. So that might be but you can figure it out. So how to do it. But great, thank you. And Christina, hi.
Hi again.
Hi again. So
I'm very glad to meet with you. What? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So what's your ideas about what you've been hearing?
Yeah, I'm very glad to meet with you. I think our group for the best too. We have interesting idea, and I think it will be interesting not just for athletes, but for all participants. And we have about 100 athletes in our delegations, but I will try communicate with all of them. And about 2 days before our departure to Győr, we will meet with them, and I'll invite there to our Facebook group, and I will tell them about all our ideas, and I think will be good.
Yeah, I think so. So you're going to be having probably the biggest team of all. So you're going to be busy, but there's also a lot of athletes coming to the group. So it's important that we get them all in. Yeah. So great. Good. And maybe we still, Susanne, are you there?
Yes. I'm at my French championship, so I'm in the judge area, and I have lots of problems with the connection. I'm sorry for that. So I didn't hear all that you said.
Okay. So what did you hear, and what's your kind of feeling before going to Győr?
I heard about the Facebook page, and I meet with the French delegation on the 21. Just before taking off to Győr, so I can say that to the delegation.
Yeah.
I heard about the wall and the ports giving to every chef de mission. And I like it. I think it's really pretty and really great idea. For the handshake, I like the 3, but maybe I prefer the 1. But I think they are all great, and that's a really good idea. And I can explain the handshake to the delegation too before flying to Győr. And I like our idea too. And I didn't understand what's going on with the Avital activity, what we finally do with it.
I think that's the most challenging one, and probably needs to be done there on the spot, so that kind of finally decide. But the group, Avital's group, will still kind of think of creating those smaller groups, going to the events, maybe up to 15 or so, to get the tickets, go there, cheer up the event, and also to learn maybe something about that discipline. So, but with the small group, make excursions into the.
Okay. Like
it's probably something that you have to still the group needs to still finalize, and also then on the spot to kind of figure it out. But to be very precise on how to do it, and with the list of people, and you have to apply to get the tickets and so on.
Okay, I like the idea of learning a new sport to someone and to the young athletes.
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice.
And I think I can be good to learn how to paddling, but for the other sport that will be more complicated.
That's a good thing to notice that. Yeah. Good. Great. And also, if you have a chance, and everybody of you, so to do the handshake with somebody, also maybe with the athletes already when you start meeting them up, so kind of start to do that, and learn it, and film it, and put it on the Facebook, so we get kind of a bit more of the traffic and interest and so on there. So that's a really nice thing to start even before. Good. I think we are covered almost everything we can do now. As said, it's really hard to imagine everything beforehand. Like Tatiana said, that it's then when we are there, so then we are going to see how everything works. But it's good to do this mental training before, kind of being prepared. As an athlete, you have to do that beforehand when you get into the event, because it's too late there. So you're very well prepared, and then Yorgos and Ömür will be there with you to help out, and then you need to just improvise to get everything done. I think it's going to be great. You've then done a very good job.
For the handshake, did you want that we film like two athletes doing the handshake and film it and put it on the Facebook group, or us with someone else?
You can choose. You can, I think, be creative. I think you could start doing it by yourself and then introduce it to the athletes and so on. So and then the athletes could do with it each other. So it could be kind of something that everybody wants to post their handshake there in the end. That would be kind of a cool thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I wish you all like kind of a good, have a great trip to Győr. I'm wishing I could be there with you, but I'm gonna hear, and we're gonna be looking at the Facebook and the WhatsApp and be with you in that sense. But have a great time there. And Yorgos and Ömür, do you want to say something? Still just who of you?
I will allow to Ömür, ladies first, to go ahead and take the speech.
Okay, thank you for all your good work. So really willing to see you in 10 days. And I know we have to work a little bit more during this 10 days because we have to finalize many things. So just 10 more days, we have to concentrate a little, and we're going to make a great job there. We're going to have fun and experience the values there. It's going to be great. That's it. See you then.
See you.
Yep.
Okay, and my final thought is that, guys, you are lucky and we are lucky to be part of something new. So basically, I don't want to stress you out, but it's up to you to make this thing work for future generations and these games. So try your best, enjoy it. I'm confident and I have faith that do great and we'll have great time in Győr. That's it to me.
Yeah. Okay, so and the final words is that just have fun. Yeah, it's gonna be good time. So see you after, and then I will be hearing and seeing and you, and then afterwards I will send you the link with the questionnaire of about the whole program, and I wish that you all kind of give us feedback, because then we can still develop this program further for the next years. But now just have fun and good travel to Győr.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
It would be really helpful if you could go through our stuff, and yeah, sorry for my long Facebook post now, but it would help us a lot if you, Group 1 would really appreciate your input, and yeah, see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
So help Group 1.